The US is now considering a controversial plan to appoint Tony Blair as the interim leader of Gaza, a move that has sparked fierce debate over its implications for Palestinian sovereignty and regional stability. This proposal, reported by Israeli media, would see Blair helm a temporary administration known as the Gaza Transitional Authority, Gita, tasked with overseeing Gaza's political and legal affairs for up to 5 years. The plan mirrors the structures used in Timor-Leste and Kosovo's transitions to independence, with Gita initially based in El Arish, an Egyptian city near the Gaza border, and later expanding under a UN-backed multinational force. Critics argue that this arrangement risks undermining Palestinian autonomy, while supporters claim it could unify all Palestinian territories under a single authority. The plan explicitly rejects the notion of Palestinians leaving Gaza, a stark contrast to previous US proposals that envisioned the Gaza Riviera as a Gaza shore to cover ethnic cleansing. If approved, Blair would lead a secretariat of up to 25 people and a 7-member board to manage the territory's operations. However, this role has already ignited controversy, as Blair's past as a Labour leader and his contentious reputation with Palestinians, many view him as a barrier to statehood, have fueled accusations of bias. His tenure as Middle East envoy, 2015, and his advocacy for the 2003 Iraq invasion have made him a polarizing figure. Western diplomats cautioned that Blair's leadership might not last long, with some predicting a 2-year term. The Trump administration's plan, linked to a ceasefire and hostage deal, adds another layer of complexity. Meanwhile, the UN General Assembly has endorsed a competing proposal for a technocratic interim administration, which would operate for just 1 year before transferring power to a reformed PA. The lack of a clear timeline for PA control under the White House plan has raised concerns among Palestinians and Arab leaders, who fear it could delay progress toward a unified Palestinian state. The US approach combines elements of Trump's initial Gaza takeover plan and the New York Declaration, which calls for a PA-led administration. While Trump's earlier suggestions of cleaning out Palestinians from Gaza were criticized as ethnic cleansing, the new plan aims to preserve Palestinian rights by preventing forced migration. The plan also includes a property rights preservation unit to reassure Israelis that Palestinians won't be displaced during reconstruction. In contrast, Palestinian leaders like Mahmoud Abbas emphasize that Gaza is an integral part of the Palestinian state, rejecting any role for Hamas in post-war governance. Abbas's video address to the UN General Assembly underscored this stance, despite his limited influence over Gaza's ceasefire negotiations. The US has also refused to grant the Palestinian Authority a visa, complicating diplomatic efforts. At the White House, President Trump reiterated his stance against Israel annexing West Bank territories, warning that such actions would be met with resistance. The plan's success hinges on balancing US interests with regional stability, as both sides await the outcome of ongoing negotiations and public sentiment. What do you think about the potential impact of this plan on Gaza's future? #Gaza Transition, #Blair Policy.